Hey guys, welcome back to another deck at home video. This is a series where I make stupid cheap decks so that you can play them. And in this video, I'm going to be building Code Talkers. When I say Code Talkers, I really just mean a Cyberse pile, because oftentimes, Code Talkers like to get help from Mathmechs and Firewall Dragons to help with their strategy. What the strategy is they get into Signet Codec. Every time you summon a Code Talker monster, you get to search from your deck a Cyberse monster with the same attribute as the Code Talker card you summoned. Now that allows you to just link climb like crazy, and oftentimes you want to try and end on a really high big link monster like Firewall Dragon Singularity. Here is the budget Code Talker deck. It is a 45 card deck. The reason being is because there is a lot of garnets in this deck that we don't really want to draw. So that is why I increased the number of cards in the main deck to lower the chances of drawing those garnets. But there still will be some hands where you do open the garnets and you will have to play through them. We got our one Signet Codec here. It is easily searchable by linking off Microcoder or Firewall Phantom. Our best starter in the deck is probably our Firewall Defensor. This card, if linked off, will summon Firewall Phantom from our deck, which when this card is linked off, will go into our Signet Codec, and then we can full combo from there. You can search Microcoder by using Signet Backdoor or by linking off Code Generator on the field. You can also use Garbage Collector by returning one of your Mathmech monsters that you special summoned to the hand to summon out Defensor from your deck. We're also running a little bit of a ritual engine here with our Cyberse Sage and Signet Ritual, which can be searched off of Cyberse Witch if you have a spell in the graveyard. This will allow you to get a lot of different types of monsters in the graveyard and on the field for Firewall Dragon Singularity's effect to bounce multiple cards. We've got tons of different one-ofs in the deck, which we can search off of Signet Codec. We can search Infra Flyer by summoning X Code Talker, but you would only search Infra Flyer if you already used Parallel Exceed. If you didn't use Parallel Exceed yet, you definitely want to search this off summoning X Code Talker. We also have Cross Debug, which you can search by summoning either Code Talker or Protect Code Talker, but a better search would be Microcoder if you haven't already used its effect. If you already searched Signet Mining, then you can search Signet Conflict, which is an Omni-Negate if you control a Code Talker monster. If you summoned Inverted, you can search for Backup Secretary, which is basically a free summon. We're also running Firewall Guardian in case we opened Phantom in the hand and we have a way to go into Defensor. We can summon Guardian instead, and it's basically a double free summon because once it's linked off, it can summon itself from the graveyard one more time. We're also running a one-of Mathmech multiplication. Yes, we got a few Mathmechs in here. Multiplication is here because we're playing Firewall Dragon Dark Fluid Neo Tempest Terahertz. This card has the effect to send a Cyberse monster from deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if this is in the monster zone, extra monster zone, send multiplication and it will double this guy's attack. So it's pretty much a OTK machine, this card is. Also helps out Singularity by dumping fusion and synchro monsters or exceed monsters if you have them in the deck to the graveyard so that Singularity can actually bounce some cards. We also have the one of Earth special summon, Gachiri, which is really good because if it is sent to the graveyard from the field, you can target one face-up monster you control and make it unaffected by opponent card effects until end of turn. Thoughtscaper is here to send off of Code Generator if it's linked off from the hand, so you can get a free special summon. URs are all in the extra deck. We have Link Decoder, Firewall Dragon, we got the Firewall Dragon Singularity, and we got Cyberse the Save Worm. Link decoders to help give you an extra free body, making it easier to go into either Terahertz or Singularity. Firewall Dragon is an extra interruption on the board which you can special summon from the graveyard with the effect of Singularity. The Save Worm is a really good card you can send to the graveyard with Terahertz or summon off of Sage. On the field or in the graveyard, it is a spell negate. Cyberse Quantum Dragon is a synchro monster which you can summon using Sage and the Save Worm, and this will give your board some protection. Lingaribo is here because this deck really needs a good Link 1 which you can summon to start off your plays with. Also, it can negate trap cards. Pretty good. If you want to check out the deck in more detail, the link is in the description below. Now that you know what the deck is, I'll show you guys some of the combos you can do with this deck because it's extremely complicated, so bear with me. Alright guys, for this test hand, I'm going to pretend that I only have Firewall Defensor in my hand and no other cards. So what you're going to do is normal summon Defensor, link into Lingaribo, now we can activate Defensor's effect in the graveyard to special summon Phantom to the field. Now we can go into Splash Mage with Lingaribo and Phantom. Activate Phantom's effect in the graveyard to search for our Signet Codec. And now we have to discard with Phantom's effect, and I'm just gonna discard Signet Backdoor. Just don't discard the codec and you're good, pretty much. Activate the codec. Use Splash Mage to summon a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster. Now we can use that monster to go into Link Decoder. And then go into Code Talker. Let's pretend we don't have the generator, use the Splash Mage. Go into Code Talker. Chain 1 Signet Codec. Chain 2 Link Decoder. Now Link Decoder will summon itself from the graveyard. And Signet Codec will search for our code generator. Activate Code Talker to summon back the Splash Mage. Now we go into Protect Code Talker with Splash Mage and the code generator we just searched into our hand. And the code generator, these guys can be used as link material in the hand, which is pretty crazy. We go into Protect Code Talker, Chain 1 Codec, Chain 2 Code Generator. Code Generator will send Dotscaper to the graveyard, and Signet Codec will search Microcoder to the hand. Activate Dotscaper in the graveyard to special summon itself. Now what we want to do is we go into Firewall Dragon with Code Talker and Link Decoder. Right in the middle, right here. Activate the effect of Firewall Dragon to grab back... just grab back the code generator, because why not? Now we go into Code Talker Inverted with Dotscaper and a Microcoder in our hand. Bam! Activate Microcoder, Chain 1, Chain 2 Inverted. And then if we had a monster in our hand, which we technically do, but we're going to pretend we don't, we're not going to activate the Firewall Dragon because we have nothing to summon. And Inverted will summon back the generator we got back with the Firewall Dragon. Select. And Microcoder will grab Signet Conflict. And Signet Codec should have activated here to search for a light, which is Backup Secretary, which is already in our hand. So just pretend we searched it off of Codec. Now we go into Code Talker with this and this. Code Talker, Chain 1 Signet Codec to search for our Parallel Exceed. We can now special summon the Backup Secretary. and go into our Singularity with Firewall Dragon, Protect Code Talker, and Backup Secretary. Into the middle spot. You preferably want it to be in the middle, that way it points to the 2 extra monster zones. That way, if the opponent link summons, which they have to do in one of these extra monster zones, and then they link it off, that will trigger Singularity's effect to summon from the graveyard on the opponent's turn. Now we activate Exceed, Parallel Exceed, summon itself, activate its effect on the field to summon a copy of it from the graveyard, not the graveyard, from the deck. Now we can go into Terahertz with Xcode and the 2 Parallel Exceeds and put it in the extra monster zone. Trigger Singularity's effect to summon back the Firewall Dragon. And we can also activate Terahertz effect now. Terahertz will send a monster from the deck or extra deck to the graveyard. We want to send this guy, the Save Worm, which is a spell negate. Summon Firewall Dragon right here. He's back. We can now activate Protect Code Talker in the graveyard to banish, say, X Code Talker. And put him right here next to Firewall Dragon. Now this is our end board. Let me explain. Right now on the field, we have Singularity, which is a 1 to 2 bounce. Depending, because we have the Save Worm in the graveyard, which is 1 bounce. And on the opponent's turn, we can activate Terahertz again to send probably the Cyberse Quantum Dragon to the graveyard, or we could send the Ritual if they for some reason are playing cash and they banish this thing. We can send the Ritual, Cyberse Sage from our deck to the graveyard. That'll be 2 bounces, but if you activate the Save Worm before you bounce, that'll only be 1 bounce. We have 2 bounces with Firewall because we've got 2 co-linked monsters. We got 1 Omni Negate because we control a Code Talker monster on the field. And obviously we got the Spell Negate. So that is our 1-card combo into this board. Obviously, if you have 5 cards in the hand, we can go for even more through interruptions as well. So basically, that is what you want to do with Code Talkers. Voiceover tree here. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the games I played through the replay function, because in the live stream where I played these games, I was half asleep because I spent so long trying to learn this deck that by the time I tried to get into some games, I took way too long, and I was also pretty angry because I kept drawing all my garnets. So for this video, I'm going to show you guys the replays this way so I can spare you guys from whatever the heck that was, that stream. But if you did want to see my half asleep, half angry me, then you can check out the live stream right here. But on with the video. Okay guys, first replay. Let's look at our hand. We've got Backup Secretary, Firewall Defensor, Book of Moon, Forbidden Chalice, and one-time passcode. This is honestly a pretty good hand. The only thing not so great is that Backup Secretary is kind of Garnet because we searched this off of Inverted and Signet Codec. But it's fine. It helps us, you know, play through hand traps maybe. But with Fire Defensor, this is our 1-card combo. We can full combo, and we have one-time passcode. This means with one-time passcode in the hand, we can now summon. We can go into our Cyberse Witch because we can get a spell into the graveyard for Cyberse Witch to banish to search for our ritual engine stuff, which is probably what we'll do here. Normal summon Defensor, activate one-time passcode, summon the token, and we go into Cyberse Witch. Now Firewall Defensor will summon Phantom into a zone this Cyberse Witch points to, banish the one-time passcode, and search for our ritual stuff. Activate Witch again to summon Defensor from the graveyard, and go into Splash Mage. Phantom's effect searches for Signet Codec, and discard the Book of Moon. Signet Codec activates, Splash Mage summons this guy. Alright, one thing is that I don't know why last night I kept on insisting to summon Phantom with Splash Mage, but I really should be summoning Defensor because it's a link 4 or lower. That way I can go into Link Decoder, this guy, before I go into Code Talker to get an extra body in the field. But I'm pretty sure I still go into Link Decoder in this game. So let's just continue. Go to Code Talker, send a codec effect activates to search for code generator. Code Talker summons back the Splash Mage. And keep in mind we need a Link monster in the graveyard, or preferably in the graveyard, for Cyber Sage to banish to fusion summon. Use Code Generator in the hand and Splash Mage to summon Code Talker here. And again, I might not be doing these combos the most optimal way, but this just goes to show that you can still kind of cook if you don't exactly know what you're doing. But anyways, we summon Dotscaper because we sent it with Generator to deck to the graveyard. We banish Splash Mage and Backup Secretary to summon the Save Worm. Now we can Synchro into level 7. Okay, so at this point in time, I was debating between Wind Pegasus and the Cyberse Dragon guy. And chat has convinced me the Cyberse Quantum Dragon is better than Wind Pegasus. Reason being is the effect of Quantum Dragon on the field is much better compared to Wind Pegasus' effect in the graveyard when Link monster is destroyed, because the impact of both effects, Quantum Dragon has more of an impact than Wind Pegasus. So chat has convinced me that Quantum Dragon is better than Wind Pegasus, so that's why I swapped it out. But anyways, for this game, I was running Wind Pegasus, but I guess it's, you know, you could still run Wind Pegasus, then it's not a bad option. It's up to you, honestly. Okay, now we summon the Link Decoder. Use Cyber Switch and Link Decoder to go into Protect Code Talker. Codec Chain 1, Link Decoder Chain 2. That way we can chain block the codec. Decoder summons itself. Codec grabs the microcoder. Now we're going to Firewall Dragon. Firewall Dragon grabs back 2 because it's co-linked to 2. Now we go into Firewall Singularity. Alright, so the thing I've realized is you preferably want to summon Protect Code Talker earlier than the rest of your Code Talkers. That way you can actually link off your microcoder. Alright? And I didn't do this in this game because I'm a little bit of an idiot. And also, like playing this deck, the combo takes a long time. And for some reason, I decided to play this in ranked. Well, actually, it was because people in casuals kept on surrendering because my combos were taking too long. That way, I moved to ranked. But now that I have less time to do combo, I kept panicking at the end part of my combos. So anyways, summon Protect Code Talker earlier, not last, so it can actually link off microcoder. Anyways, this is not the most optimal board because with Singularity you have, I guess we have 2. Okay, we have 3 bounces with Singularity. Actually, not that bad. Forbidden Chalice for another negate. We can also special summon our Protect Code Talker to protect our Singularity. It's already protected with Code Talker, but an extra layer. But if we manage to link off microcoder, we would have an Omni negate as well. And if I played the Link summoning better, I could have also summoned Firewall Dragon from the graveyard with Singularity as well. So definitely could have played this better, but regardless, I think I still cooked the opponent here. We're playing against Pearlies, actually. Oh my god. We're gonna Forbidden Chalice the Pearly. So it cannot excavate, and also now it cannot special summon, exceed summon with any of their quick plays in the hand. We're gonna summon the Protect Code Talker. It's gonna Delicious discard the Bro, summon Pearl Lily. I'm gonna let that through. Pearl Lily is gonna search for my friend. Bro is gonna draw a card, is gonna activate my friend Pearly, and on the activation, I chain Singularity to bounce my friend back into the hand, effectively negating it. And my sleepy ass thought I only had 2 different types of monsters, not 3. That's why I only bounced 2. Also because I had like 10, 15, 20 seconds in the clock, so I was panicking, okay? I was panicking, I was speed clicking everything. I could have bounced this as well, but I didn't, because I'm a dummy. Anyways, I used the Save Worms effect to negate the Happy Memory. I didn't want him to summon another Pearl Lily so that he can get the Exit summoning with Delicious, but he still has another spell, so whatever, man. He goes into Plump, but unfortunately for him, he did not have a way to get 5 or more materials in the Plump. That way, he cannot summon the War, and he surrenders. And this is on an incomplete Cyberse Code Talker Firewall end board. Incomplete. I could have done even more with this hand if I had a little bit more time and more of a brain. So, yeah. I beat Pearlies with this deck. Alright, this is another game I want to show you guys. This is our hand. Not the most optimal hands because we don't have access to Cyanide Codec with this hand, but we can still cook without Cyanide Codec. We have the one-time password, so we're probably going to go into Cyberse Switch again. Link into Lingaribo. Because we have Parallel Exceed, we can summon Parallel Exceed, summon a copy, link off into Cyberse Switch. Yeah, we're going to do Cyberse Switch. Summon Link Infra Flyer, banish the one-time passcode, and search for our Ritual Engine. We're going to link into Splash Mage, and Cyberse Switch effect, going to summon back the Link Infra Flyer. Splash Mage is going to summon Parallel Exceed, and again, don't know why I didn't, but I could have went into Link Decoder before I summoned Code Talker for an extra body on the field, but I don't know. I don't know what I was doing last night. Anyways, we activate Ritual to summon the Sage. Activate Sage's effect. And okay, I don't know what was going on in my brain that made me banish the Splash Mage, but I could have banished this Lingaribo instead because I could have summoned Splash Mage back with Code Talker. Because I believe I have not activated Code Talker's effect before. Anyways, use the Save Worms effect to summon Gachiri and synchro into Cyberse Quantum Dragon. Now my Cyber stuff cannot be... Not my Cyber stuff, my Link monsters cannot be targeted. And I can grab back Parallel Exceed. And I summon Lingaribo. I really should have summoned Splash Mage, but whatever. We summon into Firewall Dragon, grab back Gachiri. Gachiri can summon itself again. And we link off into Singularity. And Gachiri target Singularity, make it unaffected. And this is our end board. Not the most optimal, I know. But with this end board, we have a Trap Negate. We have Link Monster Targeting Protection. We have Battle Protection. Do we have bounces? We have 1, 2, and 3 bounces with Singularity and a Book of Moon. And also a Spell Negate. So not the most horrible, but it could be better. But let's see. We are playing against Blue Eyes deck, which is really good for us because we have Battle Phase Protection. They can't attack over us. He's gonna summon Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon and try and attack into a Quantum Dragon just to be bounced back and do nothing. I'm gonna end phase, bounce back the set card, and it's gonna gain attack. I'm gonna draw into a Book of Moon. I'm gonna link to Inverted, and Inverted is now gonna activate effect and also Chain Exceed. I guess they basically do the same thing. So I don't know. Chain it, why not? Exceed summon itself. I'm gonna activate Singularity to give him back his cards. You really shouldn't be doing this unless you can end the game right here. This will boost my Singularity's attack by a lot. I've got 5,000 attack now. Okay, the reason why I started attacking here, I could have went for more, but it's lethal anyways, but I wanted to use these 3 cards to go into Raster Liger, and then that will trigger Singularity's effect because a card it points to has left the field, and summon the Firewall Dragon from the graveyard, and then like I got a cooked like extra hard there. But I was running out of time. I had like 5 seconds left on the clock or something, so I was like, well, I gotta attack right now or I'm gonna lose the game. So that is what I did. So I had 8,800 attack. I had game anyway, so I was like, just send it. Just attack. I don't want to lose. GG's. So yeah. I guess you could kind of see the difference between the Wind Pegasus and Quantum Dragon. So you decide for yourself which one you want. I'm gonna keep the Quantum because I think it's a little bit better than the Wind Pegasus. Alright, this is the last game I want to show you guys. This is our hand. Pretty cracked, I think. We got 2 defenses. I mean, 1 defense is enough. 2 is kind of like not the greatest, but I guess we can, you know, you can use an extra body to summon off of Inverted or something. Forbidden Chalice, Master Reborn is really good because this can help us go into Cyberse Witch if we wanted to. Signet Backdoor, this can be used on Defensor to search for our Signet Codec, but I don't think I'm going to use it with this hand because really, if you want to activate Signet Backdoor, you have to have, you know, something you can summon from the hand on top of your normal summon. So I probably don't use Signet Backdoor here. It's normal summon the Defensor, go into Lingeribo, activate Defensor's effect. He's gonna chain Ghost Mourner of Moonlit Chill targeting Lingeribo. I don't know exactly why he did that, but I will gladly like let him get rid of a card for me. Sure, why not? Summon Phantom and link off into Splash Mage. Activate Phantom's effect to search for Signet Codec. And yeah, I'm going to send the Signet Backdoor because I don't need it anymore. Because that's mainly just to search for Microcoder so I can get into Signet Codec. But since I already have Signet Codec, I don't really need Backdoor anymore. Anyways, Splash Mage is going to summon Phantom, which again, I don't know why. Last night I kept insisting on summoning this guy. But I did, but I really should be summoning Defensor instead in this situation. That way I can link into Decoder, but I don't know. My brain was not functioning at full capacity last night, apparently. So now we go into Transcode Talker. Activate Signet Codec to search for a code generator. Talker summons Splash Mage. Activate Monster Reborn to summon back the Defensor. So because we had a good enough hand, it didn't matter if we summoned the Link Decoder or not, we still had the extra body. Anyways, use Code Generator and Splash Mage to summon X Code Talker. Really should be Protect Code Talker here, but anyways, it's fine. Anyways, side of Codec, chain 1, chain 2 Defensor, chain 3 X Code Talker to chain block everything. Send Dotscaper, grab Parallel Exceed, Dotscaper effect, special summon itself. Link both of them. Again, I am still learning this deck at this point and playing it suboptimally, but again, this just goes to show that you can still kind of cook without like the potential of this deck is very high. Codex searches for Secretary. Prologue Seed summons a copy. Okay, now we go into Link Decoder. And link 3 into Protect Code Talker. Codex gonna search. Link chain 2 Decoder to summon itself from the graveyard. Codex gonna search for Microcoder using Microcoder and Decode Link Decoder to go into Code Talker just to link it off so we can now summon. Sorry, not summon. Search for Signet Conflict. Now we have the Omni Negate. We're gonna link into Firewall Dragon. Grab back the Parallel Exceed, special summon the backup Secretary, link it to Terahertz, put it in an extra monster zone, use effect to send the Save Room. Now we have a Spell Negate, Protect Code Talker, special summon itself from the graveyard. By banishing Transcode Talker, we make Singularity, put in the middle, and now this is our end board. Now we have Target Protection, Battle Phase Protection, sort of. We have Omni Negate, Monster Negate, Spell Negate. We have, how many bounces is this? It's only one bounce with Singularity. But if they link summon, we can summon Firewall Dragon to have a guaranteed bounce. So this is our end board. Let's see how we do. First thing they do is Raigeki. Unfortunate because it doesn't target, so it doesn't protect Code Talker, doesn't protect Singularity. And I'm gonna activate Chain Sign of Conflict. The reason why I do Sign of Conflict instead of the Save Worm is because I wanna try and keep the Save Worm in the graveyard before I activate Singularity. I wanna activate Singularity first, because if I activate the Save Worm now, Singularity won't have a bounce. So I chain Conflict to negate the Raigeki. So to protect my board. Unfortunately, I had to use the Omni Negate, but man had a Lightning Storm. So I'm forced to use the Save Worm. Now my Singularity does not have a bounce. He probably thought he could negate it with Caught By, but he can't because it's in the banish zone now, so he's gonna banish my Terahertz. Kind of sucks, but whatever. Negates the Lightning Storm. It's gonna activate Sky Striker Maneuver. Protect Code Talker's gonna take the hit. He's gonna set a card past turn. I'm gonna normal summon Defensor. Attack. It was another Ghost Mourner. Attack. Destroy it with Singularity past turn. Again, I only have a monster negate. I can't bounce anything with Singularity. But he didn't draw anything good. No top decks here. Set one card pass. And I'm gonna normal summon Code Generator, link off into Cyberse Witch. Defensor is gonna special summon Chain Singularity. Singularity is gonna summon Firewall Dragon. Paralytic Seed, chain 3 to special summon to a zone. The link monster I just summoned points to. In attack position, Firewall Dragon summons here. So I waste Colink to 2, so I can bounce twice. Well, not twice, but 2 cards at the same time. Paralytic Seed summons a copy of itself. And this should be game. Yeah, this is game. And I probably had very little time left, that way I didn't extend more. I don't think I extend more than this. For some reason, I'm grabbing more cards from the graveyard, and I don't bounce the back row, all because I can only target monsters. And GG's. So there you have it. Those are some of my best Cyberse Code Talker Firewall deck games. Hopefully you like the deck, learn how to play it, and if you're trying to learn how to play it, good luck, because you're gonna need it, and you're gonna need speedy hands, because you're gonna run out of time in like 90% of the combos you're gonna try and do with the deck. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked what you see, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!